Hello, and we're back with another Magic the Gathering Commander DeckTech video. Today, we will be talking about my deck, Draw Me Like One of Your French cards. As you can tell from the banner, this will be Deadpool. Deck name based on the flavor text of the same text. This deck is a Bracket 2 deck. I don't run any game changers in this deck. It's a fun deck. And pretty much the theme of this deck is we're here for a good time, not a long time. It draws a lot of hate. I have yet to win with it because I want it to be more casual rather than like really, really mean. But let's get straight into it. So we start out with our commander, Deadpool, trading card. As Deadpool enters, you may exchange his text box and another creature's. And then he has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 3 life, and you can pay 3, sacrifice this creature. Each other player draws a card. Well, you put him into play, you take somebody's text box, and they get the trash. They get the trash. We'll be honest here. Deadpool, some of the nutty things I've seen him do are... I've seen a player take their own Esper Sentinel's ability with Deadpool. So rather than people having to pay 1 for an Esper Sentinel, they're sitting around having to pay 5 for the Deadpool's power. So let's get straight into this. So this deck is going to revolve around Deadpool and making lots more Deadpools. And then causing a little chaos and pain as a treat. So, we have 24 creatures in this deck. Most of these, you will see, do some things around Myriad, right? We have Banshee of the Dread Choir, has Myriad. Giving Deadpool Myriad is pretty strong. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, discard a card. Dalek Squadron, he's got Myriad and Menace. He's a cheap Myriad creature that Deadpool can steal and give it evasion. Where's our other Myriad cards? We have the Master Multiply. The Legend rule doesn't apply to tokens you control. And triggered abilities you control can't cause you to sacrifice or exile tokens you control. So, if I steal the Masters, I have yet to get the Master out in a game. Haven't even drawn him yet. But we will see how this goes. He is strong. Let's see. We have Tiamat's Fanatics, also a Myriad, right? But then we have our copy creatures that aren't Myriad. We have Delina Wild Mage, creates a tapped copy, create one of those tokens, roll again. Feldon, copies. Jaxus, copies. Otharion, copies. Rionia, copies. Now, Kiki Chiki can't copy Deadpool, right? Or can he? So, down here, we have Helm of the Host. Helm of the Host makes non-legendary copies. So, then we have our pain cards, right? Some standard ones, you have Chainer, you have Drana, the Last Blood Chief, you have Ogier, you have Mogus, Stormfist Crusader, we got Massacre Girl, Known Killer, we have Laughing Jasper Flint, we have the Cataract Parasite, Rampaging Ferocidon, Ubrask the Hidden, Zozu, Infamous Cruel Claw. We have a lot of things that are painful, to say the least. Down here, in our sorceries, we have 7. Now, I can't not run the Deadpool cards, right? So we got Blasphemous Act in here from the Deadpool Secret Lair. We've got Disrupt Decorum. This is a protection spell. people are going to be coming at you. So sometimes disrupt decorum is necessary to make sure you don't die. Because let me tell you, what I've learned thus far is people get very, very salty when you take their commander's ability. Especially, and the more degenerate their commander is, the more upset they get when you take away their ability, right? So Deadpool, you can see him as mean, you can see him as chaos, and to be fair, that's part of what he does. But also kind of see Deadpool as a way to police the board, right? Somebody gets something like Kenrith out there, or Korvald, or the Yuriko, right? Very strong commanders. Steal it, make them have to sack their commander, get that commander tax, and get it back. Electro Duplicate creates a token. Harmless Offering, this was my bonus card I got. I had to play it. It's fine, though, because if, say, I have my Deadpool, take, like, one of my Myriad cards, like the Master Multiplied, I'm going to then Harmless Offering that card that costs 3 life a turn to my opponent. Star of Extinction, another wipe spell. Twin Flame makes a copy. Vandal Blast destroys artifacts. It's pretty decent. Instance. We got Chaos Warp. Chaos Warp is always good. Dark Ritual helps you get out some of your cards. Deadly Rollick. Exile a creature. Flare of Duplication. You can copy an instant or sorcery spell, so copy one of the spells that makes a copy. Always good. Price of Progress. This card is underrated in Commander. It is strong and powerful. Saw in half makes more Deadpools. You see him right there getting sawn in half. Suspended Sentence. It's just a nice little kill spell. And Vraska's Contempt. Also a nice little kill spell. For our artifacts, we have 13. We have Bilbo's Ring. Makes the creature unblockable and have hexproof on your turn. Which is really strong. You don't want your Deadpool to die if he's attacking with, say, Blade of Selves, or if he has Myriad on him. Conjurer's Closet, at the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control and return it to the battlefield. You can do that with Deadpool, right? Say you steal an ability you don't want and you want a new one. Conjurer's Closet him, bring him back. Cursed Mirror. This is also really strong. Put it into play as a copy of Deadpool. Steal something, let it die. Or if you want your commander Deadpool to die, you can have this one be it and then recast it. Dino DNA. I have let my Deadpool go to the graveyard before, specifically to imprint him on Dino DNA and start making 6/6 Deadpools. We all know what Helm of the Host does. Lightning Greaves for protection. Swiftfoot Boots for protection. Mirror Gallery for the legend rule to not apply in case I can't find the Master Multiplied. And then some mana ramp, and then some non-basic land walk. Enchantments, we have 7. We have a Flame Shadow Conjuring. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, I can pay a red. If I do, put a token that's a copy of that creature onto the battlefield with haste, exiled at the beginning. Ghost form, or Kai's Ghost form, will bring him back. Molten, choose a creature type. Whenever the non-token creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield, make a copy of it, exile. Pestilence, bring the pain. Repercussion. This card is low-key really, really strong. I have killed an entire table before in a paper magic game in person, not on our spell table episodes, by having Deadpool in play, having stolen something that made it so it prevented non-combat damage, and then I played Repercussion. And then I played Star of Extinction. Spiteful Visions lets me draw a card. Splinter Twin. We all know what Splinter Twin does. And then just a basic land package. Something you will notice with all of my decks is, they all sit around the like 500. Some get to 1,000. Some are like 200. But the one thing, I can't ever justify spending a whole bunch of money on my mana base. And you'll be like, but you have unlimited lands. And that is true. I do have unlimited lands, but I've been playing for a long time, and I had a whole bunch of unlimited lands sitting in my bulk, so that's how I get them. I don't buy them. If there are plenty of decks that I will build that won't have unlimited lands in them, but my mana base is super cheap. You don't. I'm a firm believer that you don't need to have the world's most expensive mana base to have a fun time in Commander. And honestly, lands like mana bases in decks, if I were to really like put this all the way up, right, I would have the Surveil land, Shock land. I'd have Badlands in here. All of those cards. Some of the more expensive utility like Ancient Tomb. But this is a tier 2 deck, right? It is designed to be kind of like a fun deck. I don't usually play it at bracket 2. I play it more at bracket 3, but it is, by bracket definition, a bracket 2. It's a fun deck. Maybe someday I will win with it. The video that I will link for gameplay with it is me doing some hilarious stuff with a dinosaur and Deadpool. So I'll link that, as always, in the description along with the deck list. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.